I'm Isis Romero, and this is the news in San Antonio. More than 500 gallons of chemicals caught fire inside a warehouse by the San Antonio International Airport. The company who owns the building manufactures and refurbishes airplane parts. Simone Simpson has the details.
500 gallons of sodium hydroxide and 500 gallons of hydrochloric acid that leaked from some of the tanks.
These chemicals are believed to have erupted the fire on the 3600 block of High Point Street just before noon. More than 30 emergency response vehicles responded to this industrial fire, including hazmat.
The runoff is heavily diluted with water at this time, and the drainage of those chemicals is being controlled.
The fire caused many employees of MT Texas LLC to rush outside for at least an hour.
All the workers got out safe, and again, there was no danger to the public. We were able to contain the leaks, and what did get out was, like I said, about 500 gallons of each one of those two chemicals I mentioned.
Fire officials say within the hour, the fire was under control.
A large number of variables that can come into play for something like this, which is why we immediately called for a second alarm, and the hazmat team who were out here rather quickly.
The San Antonio Fire Department says no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is being investigated. Simone Simpson, KENS 5.
City Council members will soon decide on the future of two resolutions that could impact Project Marvel and the future of a proposed downtown arena for the San Antonio Spurs. Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones is focused on securing an independent economic impact study to better understand the true cost of a downtown arena. She continued to push for transparency and honesty ahead of a future vote.
If that comes back and says, you know what, Spurs numbers, those were actually right on, then great. And if it corroborates what they've put forward, then wonderful. If something is different, though, then we owe it to our community to explain what that discrepancy is based on. Okay, this is just basic due diligence. I think it's also really important.
The mayor says residents want a say in the project and want to know the numbers involved. The mayor is now pushing a resolution that secures that independent study and requires council members to have in-person feedback sessions with residents ahead of any vote. San Antonio police are also looking for whoever made off with a special piece of sports memorabilia, a helmet worn during Super Bowl 48 and signed by the entire Denver Broncos team. The one-of-a-kind helmet was stolen from a sports card shop. Jeremy Baker has a story.
Sports memorabilia can cost a lot of coin, like this signed Wemby basketball for $6.99 or this $1,100 signed Wemby jersey. But that signed Broncos helmet could be going for a lot more, and the owner wants it back.
We've been burglarized before, so I think I know how the owner feels about it.
Police say the helmet was last seen on the 11,000 block of Jones-Malsberger on the city's northeast side around 8 a.m. on June 17th and was taken from a location near that address. Charlie DiPietro owns Sports Cards Plus. They've got this signed John Elway Broncos jersey going for $11,000, an autographed Michael Jordan jersey with a price tag of $15K. So how much is this team-signed Super Bowl 48 helmet worth?
I'm going to estimate that it's around $7,000.
But that value can vary based on many factors.
Did this person get it signed in person? Did he buy it from somewhere else? Does he have a certificate of authenticity?
DiPietro says even though we are in Spurs City, the many military transplants bring in sports fans from all over the country.
We have a lot of Denver fans that come in. San Antonio is a military city, USA, so you get a lot of military people that come from all over the United States.
A helmet like this may be hard to haul away, but all sorts of collectibles make those that want them thick as thieves. Like this signed St. Louis Cardinals helmet and this other Jordan jersey, but crooks are much more capable of carrying out cards.
Because the cards are small, especially if they're not graded, then it's easier for them to pass it on undetected.
If you know anything about the whereabouts of this helmet, you are urged to contact San Antonio Police. We have the number with this story on KENS5.com. From the city's northwest side, Jeremy Baker, KENS 5.
First responders in San Antonio are saluting the record-setting graduation of 31 new emergency medical technicians. The latest class of heroes comes from the National EMS Academy San Antonio campus. This class is the biggest in their history. The graduates received their certificates at the San Antonio Civic Center. The Academy congratulated the graduates amid a shortage of EMTs. Hundreds of 3- and 4-year-old kids wrapped up their first day of school at Pre-K 4SA. Earl Stoudemire gives us an inside look at how the program works.
One by one, families lined up saying hi to Rockstar the Superstar for the first day of school.
They're excited about it, maybe a little nervous, and their parents are too. And so we want to make it a welcoming place for them and make sure that they feel excited and safe and ready to learn.
Pre-K for SA CEO Dr. Sarah Beret says more than 2,000 3- and 4-year-old students are enrolled in class. The program started in 2012 after the city studied the relationship between overall success rates and early learning.
We know that 90% of the brain develops before the age of 5, and yet public school doesn't start until kindergarten. And so this is a program that helps our families with young children make sure that their children get off to a great start.
For the first time, Pre-K for SA is serving infants and toddlers at their South Education Center. Their goal is to expand this service to their other locations.
We also work with families across the city because we know that being the parent of a young child is stressful and hard, and we want to provide that support for them so that they can be the first and most important teachers for their children and that they can be successful.
Pre-K for SA is free for low-income families, children learning English, and military parents. Other parents can pay on the sliding tuition scale.
If you want to get your kids enrolled, Pre-K for SA is doing it year-round. Just head to the website, prekforsa.com. From the West Side, Earl Stoudemire, KENS 5.
Hundreds of road runners have moved into their new homes on the campus of UTSA. The newest class of road runners brought everything from mini fridges to Squishmallows. University officials say move-in day is a big step, not just for students, but for their families who help them settle in.
The students, it's a mixed bag of emotions. It's exciting, it's a little bit anxious, it's fun, it's a little bit hot, but we find a way to manage it all and welcome them with open arms.
The first day of class at UTSA is August 26th. And that's the news in San Antonio.